Network service of the NTA.
Hello, you're welcome to that program which keeps a finger on the pulse of the motion picture industry, both within and outside the country, Nigerian Movies Today. On a weekly basis, we seek to live up to our responsibility of bringing to you fresh all you need to know about the industry. Of course, today will not be an exception. I am Adeteke Akinpelu, thanking you for finding the time to join us. We begin this week with our movie of the week, something which will most certainly whet your appetite for more.
Our movie of the week today is Darima's Dilemma. The story centers on a young lady's marriage and how things turned around after meeting another man. Shot in Lekki, Nigeria, this movie was released in year 2014. Produced by Mbong Amata and directed by Lancelot Udua Imasuen. It casts Majid Michel, Mbong Amata, Ike Ogbona, amongst others. Darima's Dilemma is a romance suspense drama film highlighting the pranks Darima had to play in order to spend more time with her newfound friend, and things became very naughty.
I need you to do me a favor. Same favor you asked for 2 nights ago. In fact, 2 weeks ago. I understand, very well noted. I need to run off with Tom for 1 night. And I'd like for you to come to my house and stand in as me for my husband. Are you out of your mind? Are you on cheap drugs? Have you done the smoke igbo? Please. Tom has been on my case. I don't even know what to do. Please. Are you aware that you're a married woman? I understand. Which is why I want you to do it for me. Okay, and I promise I'm going to cut off all contact with him. Alright? He promised me. And you really believe him? This, you know I'll do it for you. Don't you? And you think that I will ask you for a favor like this? You know I'm just going to pretend as if I didn't even have this conversation with you. Because this is pure madness. Can't you just be bad for once? Toughen up, girl. Okay? It's goody tissues. I know you can do it. Just do it. No. At all. I'm not going to give in to this kind of craziness at all. It's not happening. You better go back home to your marital home and face it. Alright? Just be a bad girl for once, alright? You're making it so difficult for me now. Come on. Please. What can I do for you? An accident? Tell me it's a joke. Please tell me it's a joke. Where?
Darima's Dilemma is a must-watch movie with beautiful costumes, graphics, and good concept.
Indeed, the saying that our experiences in life to a large extent determine who we are and the direction our lives take couldn't be truer, as you have glimpsed in our movie of the week. And while still toying a similar line, we bring to you an individual whose experiences in life has also gone a long way to determine the direction of his life today on our exclusive guest corner. Before you get to meet our guest in person, why not take a sneak preview into the personality of this individual?
Our exclusive guest this week is WOLE Ojo. Born on 6th June 1984 into a family of 5, he is a major in theatre arts and directing from Creative Arts Department, University of Lagos. Adewale Ojo ventured into acting at a very tender age of 9 with Kiddies Vision 101 and One Big Family, all productions of the Nigerian Television Authority. He has also featured in series of soaps and stage performances such as Maze, Everyday People, One Love, This Life, Heaven, Wole Soyinka's Lion and the Jewel, Femi Oshofisan's Red in the Freedom Road, Ahmed Yerima's Ade-Ire, and many more. He has also worked alongside veterans like Sadiq Daba, Tunde Kilani, Tajuddin Adepetu, Wale Adenuga. He also has to his credit films such as Maami, When Fish Drown, Conservations at Dinner, and recently in The Child, acting alongside Joke Silva, Buki Ajayi, and Alex Usifo Omeagbo.
That was great, wouldn't you say? But well, you haven't seen anything yet. And I make bold to say this as I have with me in the studio today, Wole Ojo. Please welcome Wole Ojo. Hey, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too.
Alpha, don't give me that intro. Good to see you.
Oh, you want me over the top
like,
and going, whoa.
It's a Nigerian movie, so thanks for being a part of this.
Oh, thanks for having
Really
me.
appreciate you. Okay, first I want to ask, you went into acting as early as 9 in the key division on NTA.
Yes.
So what was going through your mind? What inspired you to do that at that age?
Quite a lot. I'll say, first of all, I practically grew up in front of the television. I had a dad that had screens in the house, and they were very particular about us going outside because I grew up in the barrack right next door on Bellaway, yes, the Babbage Police Barracks. And yeah, he wanted a sort of life for us, and he would do anything to keep us indoors. So TV was an escape route. So I would always be in front of TV, cartoon, series, and all that. Okay. Then I used to take part in a lot of drama in school and church. And I remember always keeping a date with Kidition 101, and I will criticize the program from top till bottom. And that always got on my mom's last nerve. And those these days, she just like, okay, you know what? You think you know so much, right? Okay, NT is just down the road. Why don't you just go and see if you can? And I was like, oh, really? Okay. And I was this very outgoing kid. You don't put me on the spot. And she did. And reason why I have her to thank for everything I am today as regards my career.
No, okay.
And that's how it got started.
No, okay. So you also went in for the Amstel Motor Box Office 4, and in fact, you were the winner.
Yay!
So tell me, how was the journey since then till now? How has it been?
It's been steady.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, there's a certain pace we want, and but if you have a certain target for yourself and a certain way you want your career to go, and yeah, there's some certain things you have to forgo, some certain things you have to take, and yeah, so it's been good, but maybe a bit slow, maybe slower than I expected. But I would attribute that to the kind of films I involve myself with.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I wouldn't just want to do just any kind of movie. No disrespect to anybody. I appreciate everybody, all my colleagues in the industry who are doing a wonderful job, and yes, I appreciate everybody, but I sort of decided to do or to go about my career in a certain way, and yeah, so it's been steady. It's been a bit slow, but so we're climbing.
Okay. Now talking about all this kind of reality TV shows, do you think it enhances people in taking them to that point they actually want to get to, or it's a kind of distraction? What do you think about it?
I wouldn't see it as a distraction. I would say it's a wonderful platform because you go into a reality TV show, you have this talent, you have this thing you want to show. It's a platform for the public out there who represent a large percentage of the consumers of what you're about to put out there. So it's a platform for them to see you and see what you have to offer, then clamor for the makers of whatever product, or music, acting, or as you would have it, to say, okay, we really want this person via whatever means. And yeah, it's a good platform, but now it is left to the individual, not just the winner now, but every contestant who comes on such platform to milk that opportunity given to you. So I wouldn't say it's bad, but a lot of people have handled it differently. But we see some certain reality TV show winners slide down, and we see some go all the way to the top. So it's relative. It's like life itself. You go to school, you do some certain things, you acquire skills. So it all depends on how you implement what you've acquired. So it's the same.
Oh, okay. So I saw Mommy. And by the way, what were you feeling like?
Like the top goal scorer in England.
Okay, so Mommy was wonderful. I also saw Brave, and you were crying. I was like, okay.
Yeah, so we do that sometimes,
Yeah.
you know.
So what gets an actor the kind of role he plays? What do people look out for? I mean, the director, the producer. What do they look out for to say that this role goes to this actor?
It's relative. First of all, the basic means for getting roles is to audition. Yeah, they see you have something, someone will invite you for to take part in a certain audition, and you sometimes as actors we tend to hear about some certain auditions that okay, we feel this production company into good stuff and we want to be part of it, and you attend the audition, but you get to a certain level where you've done some certain things and you're starting to gain recognition for your art, then you start to get calls. At this point, it's relative. Some producers, directors, or casting directors will cast you based on roles you've played before, because they want they don't want to gamble for business reasons. Probably you played the role of a wife beater or a lover boy, and the fans really appreciated you in that character, and so to say, your market value towards that end is really big. Some business producers would just prefer to say, okay, yeah, Blossom Chikujeku played to this role, Frederick played to this role, Shewanja did this. Call them and let them do this, because it's, you understand, that way. But some directors believe in flexibility. They believe the actor should be able to be stretched, which we actors do appreciate when you do that, because it tends to test our skills. So, and that's it. So it's relative.
Okay, so what role do you love to play?
What role do I don't have preference to any particular role.
Oh, okay.
I don't have preference to a particular role. I would want to see myself as a flexible actor. So, and I like being challenged. Once you give me that role that comes with some certain sort of difficulty to deliver, you encourage me and you challenge me to want to do more. So, and that way I'm working, I'm tasking myself, I'm doing the research, I'm going online, I'm asking questions. So that way it keeps me on the go and you get the best out of me, as against giving me something in my comfort zone that is just a walk in the park. Nah.
Okay. In the industry, the movie industry, we know that, of course, I know that you've been into this for a really long time, but do you think, in your opinion, that I wouldn't want to say the older ones, but those that have been there for a really long time, do you think they leave their shoulders for the younger ones to fly on? Or it's some sort of competition? We all just want to we all just want to be there. I just want to fight for myself. I want to make my face known and all that. Or you get a platform where they encourage younger ones and bring them up.
That's a very tough question that I'm going to approach diplomatically so that I don't get myself into any trouble. Okay, you see, that is also relative. We have some of our colleagues who have been there for a while who would encourage you, who would see you through, even help you with certain things. The list is endless. Of course, I just think it's natural for everybody to want to look out for themselves. But yes, some people tend to overdo it, and it sort of comes out wrong. But like I'll tell people, every individual is unique in a certain way, and what's yours will be yours. And if we tend to work together as a unit, we'll move further than being the Lone Ranger. So yeah, basically, so that's it. That's how it's been.
Okay, so I know you direct as well. Though I've not gotten to see any of your works yet.
This is 2015. As regards directing and producing, I'll be making my debut this year. So I implore everybody out there to look for.
Please look out for it.
Look out for it.
Okay, so what are the
picture.
things you would love to put in place for that debut movie you're trying to give us for this 2015 as a professional?
Or what are the things I would like to be put in place,
place,
or I would want to put in place?
Okay, let's take that question in both ways now. Okay, what would you want to put in place, and what would you hope is put in place?
Okay, what I would want to put in place, okay, personally, I tend to want to be different. I tend to want to bring something new to the table. I want someone to look at the production and be able to say, okay, this is unique, this is cool, this is different, and this can rank amongst the best in the world. So I would do my best. I'm not saying that what I'm going to put out is I don't shoot myself on the foot, but I'm going to do my best to bring something different to the table. But as regards what I would like to be put to be brought in, I'm going to speak for Nollywood in general. I would like a structure. I would like Nollywood to have a structure. I would like a situation where piracy can be curbed. I would like a situation where professionals get the chance to practice. I would like a situation where people can't just gate crash Nollywood as a result of, okay, I don't have anything to do, and they don't have you don't have something to offer. I would get a structure. I would like a situation where there's a publicity structure for every film and movie and series that come on. Yeah, so a whole lot. It's big. There's so many things that can go into Nollywood to improve the entire structure and look and feel of the industry. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask, what's your take on piracy, seeing the distribution problem in Nollywood?
Well, it is a sorry situation. It's really sad. I would like to bring to knowledge AY, the comedian, his movie 30 Days in Atlanta. That movie has been in the cinemas doing fantastically well, and AY hasn't released it on the streets yet on DVD, and you find it everywhere, and that is sad because this is something that people have come together to put together. There's a whole lot of hard work going into filmmaking, and someone sits somewhere because they possess some certain machines. You just feel you can acquire this thing and put it out in the street. So a serious clampdown on piracy needs to be done. It shouldn't be encouraged. It is bad. It is it's detrimental to my source of livelihood and my colleagues. Yeah, so it is really wrong. But it's a tough one because, like I said earlier, there's the structure is almost non-existent. Yes, there's several efforts being made to put in a structure in Nollywood, but once we have the structures and we can have agencies to monitor some certain things with the assistance of the government. I don't like saying the government should do this, do that. Yeah, we should also help ourselves. But in the case of piracy, we actually do need the assistance of the government, because we need the law enforcers to be able to say, okay, I can go and arrest this person. But because basically piracy is stealing. Piracy is the equivalent of taking guns and a car and you go to a bank and you shoot in the air and say, everybody, yo, counter, bring out your money. That's the equivalent. That's what these people are doing, because you're robbing someone of what they're supposed to earn from. Yeah, so a serious clampdown should be done.
Would you say for you that acting alone has been able to pay the bills?
Yes. Yes, but I wouldn't encourage anybody to be one directional. Even bankers, doctors, lawyers, they have other things they do on the side. So you as an actor, you should be able to know that, okay, yes, I can't rely on this forever. Yes, it's a job with no lifespan. You can act till you pass out, as long as you can move your muscles and you have your skills. But still, if you're looking at the bigger picture, you want to acquire more for yourself and you want to do more for yourself, you have to think out of the box and do something outside the box. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
It
most
was
welcome.
really wonderful having you around. Thank you so very much.
And thank you for having me.
There we go. My guest there, growing in leaps and bounds and getting up to great exploits in the industry. It's now time for us to take the interesting movies to watch for this week.
Interesting movies to watch this week are Champagne.
Hello? And you're? Champagne, his wife.
Excuse me?
He's been cheating with random girls. And you're okay that he cheats?
You asked me to leave this woman. How are we supposed to feed?
There's something called work, sir. For the job I mentioned.
Douglas has money. Flirt with him, take his money, and we walk.
You're not going anywhere.
Will you marry me?
You and I were meant for each other.
Off the Hook.
Alright, we will admit him.
Look, madam, until she tells me her name, I'm not moving an inch from this.
You're watching Nigerian movies today on the NTA network service. Watch it.
We hope with the little you've seen of the interesting movies we've suggested, you are more than eager to see them. Remember, if we do not appreciate what is ours, no other person will. Let's move on now as we bring to you that segment which oftentimes gives me the courage to stand tall and say I am a Nigerian, talking about our Nigerian star in the diaspora. Let's find out who we're bringing your way today.
Our searchlight this week beams on Nene Nwoko, our star in diaspora. A Nigerian-born actress to a prince and a former model, Nene moved to the United States of America at an early age to attend college. She bagged a degree in Management Information Systems from the University of Texas. She started her acting career while in school. She is said to be a philanthropist. She has had lead roles in Night to Fly in 2008, The Okra Principle 2009, and Mystery of Birds in 2011. She has also won the African Movie Academy Awards, AMA, for Best Film by an African Living Abroad. She is also a model and into advertising, marketing, and music.
Welcome back. It's still Nigerian movies today. Let's find out what is happening or the stories making the rounds in the Nigerian motion picture industry on Nollywood Moments.
The much anticipated emotional family-based drama shot entirely in the United States of America hits the cinemas. The movie Still Standing won Gamma Awards Best Film in Diaspora in 2013. Nominated for the Best Director category at Gamma Awards 2014. Nominated for 2014 Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards for Best Supporting Actress and Best Writer category. Still Standing is produced and directed by Ogbede Ikile.
If you look at the movie, what we've done is like a roller coaster. But in this whole thing, you are still there. The principle is still there. The expectation of the family is still there, but you're passing through difficult times. So we just want to encourage people and let them know that it doesn't matter what you're going through, right? You can still be standing.
The movie Still Standing is a story about the joys and pains of a striving young American family, originally from Africa, living the American dream until a major tragedy altered the family's course. Can she weather the storm? Will there be a strand of hope in this family's tsunami?
You can be sure to get juicy stories from our ever-bubbling movie industry, Nollywood, bearing in mind that we'll always serve you the very best. However, we know you'll have a thing or two to say to us about what we do on this show, and so we want to find out your thoughts and comments on our feedback segment. Please keep the comments, criticisms, and suggestions coming because they are highly appreciated. For more of this, especially for our first-time viewers, please reach us on www.facebook.com/moviestoday.nta, and on Twitter is at NTA Movies Today, or you can email us at ntanigerianmoviestoday@gmail.com, or better still, SMS 08056314586. And that's how it's been this week on Nigerian Movies Today. Hoping you had a great time with us. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself today and look forward to doing this again next week, same time. Hope to see you then. Once again, I am Adetoke Akinpelu. Bye for now.